What's up, everybody? Ben Rezzi here for Stochastic. I am back talking golf, my favorite DFS sport. I couldn't be more excited for the Waste Management Open, the Phoenix Open, whatever we're calling it. We know what we're doing. Dealing in the desert here. Super Bowl Sunday. Drama at TPC Scottsdale. And what I'm here to do quickly is give you just a couple of lower owned value plays. No, not the Scotty Schefflers of the world, not the Justin Thomases of the world. I'm talking guys that are in the 6K, low 7K range that can be the difference in lineups. You need some salary, you need some savings, you want some uniqueness. Let's talk about these players and see what we can find down the board. First things first, as always, appreciate everybody tuning in. Want to subscribe, be part of the Stochastic community. I'm going to tell you about all the things we've got going on here. Couldn't be more excited for golf, but let's get into it. So first things first, I'm going to put my first guy on the board here. Just going to use this as kind of a guide. Don't read too much into this in terms of the game log. I don't think we need to be doing that. But EVR is on the screen. That's what I'm going with. 7,100 on DraftKings. So what do I like about EVR? Well, I do bet him every week, but that's not why I do it. I do it because the game is coming back. And if you don't believe me, this is where we can look at the game log, for lack of a better term. He won in swing season. We saw it at the Worldwide Technology, but he's followed it up, honestly, I think, with a more impressive run in some ways. He's making cuts. The driver is, of course, a huge asset for EVR. I love the way he's playing. He played here last year. He made the cut, no problem, and he can lean on that off the tee game. Now, will the putter cooperate? I have no idea. 7,100 should be sub 10% owned looking at our tools. And I like this spot for him. He's a birdie maker. He can score. He can be aggressive on some of these risk reward holes. Avoid the drink. That would be nice. And coming off a nice showing, I think EVR is one of the better values in the lower 7K range. I'm going to be overweight to the field. The consistency is there, and he has proven, we've seen him in Europe for quite some time. He has brought it over here. He's got some game. There's no doubt about it. He lost his form. He found his form. Let's continue to buy on EVR right out of the gate. So step one for me, one of my favorite values on this slate is Eric Van Rooyen. I can't say it with a straight face because it makes me nervous. A lot of experience playing him to varying degrees of success. Now, we're going to scroll down a little bit. So many names available. And this is where I do want to mention very quickly all the tools and options that we have at Stochastic. You guys have heard about the Sims, which are fantastic. There's no doubt about it, but also Lineup Generator, which is a great way to get your foot in the door. We're talking about a fully customizable way to get the data, to spin some lineups. You discard the ones you don't like, you add the ones you do. You can build balance, contrarian, chalky, all different options. It is there for you. The link is below. Click it and read about it. See the screenshots, see the testimonials, and best yet, I don't want to bury the lead because it's Waste Management and I love this tournament. It's not just my decision, but we are running a 25% off any PGA product here for this week. The promo code is birdie. You know the term, birdie. We want birdies. So when you get to checkout, apply that and save yourself a little bit of money. Again, link is below. Promo code birdie, 25% off any golf product you want. Now, we talked about EVR. Let's keep going down. I'm into the 6K range, and I'm going with Sam Ryder. I like this spot. Another guy that we have currently projected for, around 5% ownership. He could maybe inflate a little bit, but I don't think he's going to be chalky by any stretch of the imagination. And he is another player that I think has really found a foothold on the PGA Tour. He's making cuts. He's leaning on the irons, which to me is even more important. I love that about his game. Now he has an ace at the 16th hole at Waste Management. Does that mean anything? Absolutely not, but it is very, very cool. But more importantly than that, 2 straight top 25s here at TPC Scottsdale. He's making cuts. You can see it right there. And he's got the skill set that I want. It's not a crazy gimmicky approach. He's leaning on the irons. He's making cuts. He's missed one cut dating back to like mid-2023. The guy is putting it together. I like Sam Ryder's game. Another one who, it's always a little noisy to say this, but he's the type of guy, if he makes the weekend, he tends to outscore his placement. And what I mean by that is, the way the scoring works, coming in 48th, you're getting like 1 point. But you could outscore someone who comes in 15th if you're racking up streaks, bonuses, a lot of bogeys, a lot of birdies. And Sam Ryder is that type of player. He can really roll it and he can lean on the irons. $6,900 is a good price for him at this ownership. When I ran some lineups, I was just playing around with lineup generator before this video just to get a feel. I had a ton of lineups that needed a guy between 67 and 7K. And Sam Ryder was one of the names that I was getting to pop up, and I was very happy about that. This is the type of lineup that I want. I'm very comfortable with him as my last man in. I'm comfortable with having two guys in the 6K range because I think it's actually pretty loaded at the top. But Sam Ryder, another name that I will be over as a value play this week. So I got one more for you in the same range. And I do want to mention one other thing. In addition to all the tools, our Discord. It's up, it's running, whether you're doing sports betting or, of course, DFS. It is there for you. Hop on in. Make sure any product that you get, if you become part of the Stokastic, easy for me to say, family, you get our Discord. Hop on in there. I'll be answering questions. We've got the whole team, and keep an eye out for all the new videos. Greg's running Sims videos, lineup generator, Eric, the whole team. We are ready to go, and we couldn't be more excited. But I'm extra excited to talk about the man himself, as he's known in some parts as the Ghim Reaper, Doug Ghim, 6,800. Now, totally different than the first two players that I mentioned. One, and I'm just saying this on the fly, he doesn't have a pitcher. No respect for Doug Ghim out there. Come on now, DraftKings, got to be better than that. But more importantly than that, he has not been consistent whatsoever. He has made, and it's on the screen, 3 of the last 9 cuts. Now, you know what's interesting about this? So you're talking about 6 missed cuts, but all 3 of the made cuts resulted in a top 20 or better. That's kind of interesting. So what is he kind of formulating? When we get him right, it may be slightly a rarity, but we're getting paid off. There's no doubt about it that you're signing for a top 20 from a sub 7K golfer. And Doug Ghim has shown, okay, when I make that cut, I am moving up the board. And he was fantastic. I'll click into the game log right now, but I know it because I was digging into it. At Farmers last week, or last event, I should say, absolutely stellar. 13th. You see that a pair of eagles. He gained strokes across the board. That is what we want to see from a guy like Doug Ghim. Now, typically, what do I think of his kind of player profile? Well, ball striking is not going to be a problem. It's usually the putter. But if you've seen course previews, and I have one out as well, I'm not factoring in putting a ton. It doesn't mean that I don't want my guys to get hot with the putter. It just means that I really believe that putting on these type of surfaces is not a huge deal. It's going to be very random, as it normally is. And it's not a huge catalyst to success in the sense that bad putters have shown that they can thrive at this layout. Doug Ghim, you hold your own on the greens, we're going to be in business here. Another good option, and again, I'm just going to reference lineup generator. When I built those lineups, I just mentioned this, 67 to 7K range. I had sometimes wanted 2 guys in that range. A Ghim Ryder pairing, very, very interesting to me. I'm going to have some lineups that explore that. Really, really excited to build them all out before this tees off. But Doug Ghim is my 3rd value play of the week. Again, if you have any questions at all, at JazzRaz DFS on Twitter, I'm dropping all sorts of fun betting picks, guys that I'm playing that you shouldn't, all the fun stuff with DFS. Like I said, I love PGA golf, and I really love doing these videos. They're brand new. So if you have any comments, questions, let me know. Appreciate all the support because we're not going anywhere. Really excited to bring these things to you. And hopefully, let's see some big screenshots this week. But I'm going to bounce on out of here. Again, thanks to everyone. And a reminder, the links are below for you. 25% off with that code Birdie for lineup generator. Talking about a few dollars commitment to see what we've got inside the ropes all the way up to the Sims. Something is there for everyone, and we really believe that. But for me, for Waste Management, for all of you guys, enjoy the tournament, enjoy the day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.